there is one thing I love about anime replays, and it is going to be the biggest cook you've ever seen. As Zane's the Cyber Dragon dude, right? All right, cool. I got it right. Yes, cool. We're going to be watching Zane take on a trifecta of decks and seeing how powerful his deck works in current Yu-Gi-Oh! Cue the intro. Let's jump on in. So our first game, Zane is going to have to go against. It's going to be, holy crap, this is a really good hand. Let's see what he goes against. It is going to be Mathmech, a pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck that can do a ton of things. Unfortunately for us, this is not a machine deck, but I think we have our ways around. He goes easily into the Prime Alimbertion, then use Alimbertion to be able to add his Mathmech Circular. Now the effect of a Circular is used here. It sends Sigma to the graveyard, and then Sigma summons itself, allowing him to use Circular's effect to be able to get Super Fractoral. From here, he's going to use the Mathmech Circular for a Link Summon into his Link Decoder, so he is going full combo here. And then he triggers the Parallel Exceed. Holy, he's about to big cook us. No nip in sight. Both Exceeds will be used for another Link Summon. We're going to make out the Splash Mage. And then the Splash Mage summons out the Parallel Exceed. Link Decoder plus Splash Mage will be used for a Link Summon into Transcode Talker. Transcode Talker, or Link Decoder summons itself, and Transcode Talker special summons back Splash Mage. We'll go ahead and Link Summon using 4 monsters into the Ultra Firewall Dragon Singularity. And then we'll use both Prime Mathmech Alimbertion and Splash Mage into a G-Golem Crystal Heart, huh? I surely thought he would just go into the other monster. He'll summon Crystal Heart and use his effect to make Transcode Talker, then link all 3. Oh yeah, no, we're cooked. I was expecting Decode Talker Heat Soul, but he's summoning some of the most powerful Firewall monsters, the ace cards of the character from Brains. That's all I can tell you. I don't know their names. We have a Firewall Dark Fluid Neo Tempest Hurts and a Firewall Dragon Singularity. This is crazy. How will Cyber Dragon be able to beat it? Well, it's fairly simple. Zane will start off by drawing Duality. Terahertz will send an Abduction, making an 8,000 attack addition. We summon out Cyber Dragon, and since his monster's in the extra monster zone, we can summon out Mega Fleet. That prompts him to use the Super Fractorial to summon out 3 monsters to his field, using all 3 for an Exceed summon. Now, he's going to make the Laplacian here. And Laplacian uses his effect to be able to rip the Cyber Dragon core and send our Mega Fleet to the graveyard. You couldn't have got 2 worse cards. That's crazy. We summon out Hertz and then use Machine Duplication. They use the Cyber Desave Worm to stop the Machine Duplication, which is typically correct. But now it's going to be incorrect here. We activate Clockwork Knight, turning everything into machines. Our opponent negates Clockwork Knight. Oh, okay, that's fine. Stays on the field, though. And now we get to use all monsters for a Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. They'll Ash Blossom our Cyber Dragon Hertz. It's probably their last method. And now we're going to go ahead and enter our battle phase. You guys may think that this isn't it, but Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon inflicts 3,500. Duality turns this into a Cyber Twin Dragon, and this 3,300 behemoth can attack twice. You've seen the power of Zane against one of the old top tier decks in the game. But let's see if our opponent can actually grind it out. All right, guys. Here we're going to watch a game where we genuinely duke it out. We don't have the best hand in the world, but we are going second. Ash Blossom's our only reprieve from our opponent. They're playing Kashtira, which will use the Ash Blossom on the Unicorn. That is probably going to cost us a monster in our extra deck. He's going to use the effect of Unicorn to still out a Cyber Dragon Seeker, then has the Theosis anyways to summon out Fenrir. That's nasty work. Fenrir then gets him a Kashtira Rise Heart. We're going to lose more cards from the top of our deck. And then Rise Heart summons itself, banishing the top 3 cards from our deck. They'll then go straight into the Kashtira Rise Heart. This is tough. How do we beat Kashtira Rise Heart here? They'll set 1 card face down, and keep in mind, every single one of our cards are banished now, so we really got to play around that. We draw the Jizukiru. That's a good way to play around it. They activate Maxi, but little do they know. Wait, why are we called by the great? What? Huh? We ain't. What are we summoning? Well, we'll use Call by the Grave on Maxi because we're that strong. Zane's a wild man here, chat. Oh, we hit the Arise Heart. Okay, that's fine. Then we pass our turn. Our opponent has one shot to be able to kill us. They just use the Jizukiri to attack because this card's actually good at stopping the Kashtira monsters from summoning themselves. And then we draw our ace card, Cyber Dragon. We'll turn that monster into a Chimera Tech Fortress. Attack for 2,000. Activate the duality. This is actually game here if this goes through. I lied. 28 twice is not game. We put our opponent on 400 life points left. And then the duality shuffles in our Jizukiru and our Chimera Tech to be able to draw Cyber Emergency. Emergency gets a Cyber Dragon Core. We summon out Cyber Dragon Core and then use this effect to get Cyber Repair Plant. We activate Cyber Repair Plant to be able to get another Jizukiru. Then we Machine Duplication. It's going to get Ash, right? No. We summon out 2 Cyber Dragons and use those monsters for an Exceed summon. We summon out Nova. Our opponent Nibs Ice? Oh, no. They give us a token, a Choky Boy, but Nova summons out Cyber Twin Dragon. We'll set an Overflow face down and pass our turn. Now, the bad thing about Nibiru is that he's locked into not being able to summon. But it'll summon Effect Veiler in Synchro to 12? What kind of anime duel is this? Final Sigma's unaffected by card effects. They'll use it to attack into the Cyber Twin Dragon. And then during the end phase, we'll use Overflow to banish 2 to be able to destroy our opponent's face down. Because Sigma's unaffected. So how do we deal with an unaffected monster? Well, we'll use Therion King Regulus to attach. They'll chain Maxi here. All right, Regulus comes to the side of the field. Attaches our Cyber Dragon. We'll give him the Jizukiru. Then send them to the graveyard for the Chimera Tech. Yes. Must be summoned by sending the above cards from either field to the graveyard. That means even a spell and trap cards. Therion King Regulus can attach the card. Then we can send them to the graveyard, which is crazy. Our opponents add 400 life points, and we attack with them with the Nibiru token. Now, I know you guys have seen all that, but now I get to show you against a meta Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Our opponent is going to be playing Snake Eyes. And they'll start off by summoning Diabellstar, the Dark Witch, Black Witch, and then using that effect to be able to set Sinful Spoil Snake Eyes. They'll then use Chase to get another Diabellstar, so they don't have to send the monster Diabellstar to the graveyard to summon Ash. Ash adds Poplar, and now Poplar summons itself to the side of the field since it was added. Poplar then adds them the field spell, and now they'll use the Poplar for a Link summon into Link Krebo. Buckle up, boys. This is going to be a game. Poplar then spells and trap cards itself. Snake Eye Ash sends itself alongside of the Poplar to summon Oak. And Oak brings back the Ash. We'll activate the field spell to place the Flame Beurge. And Oak to send the Flame Beurge to summon another one. Flame Beurge summons out 2 level 1 monsters, which we'll use the Ash and the Oak for another Link summon. Here goes that IP Masquerena. And now, these 2 monsters are Cybers, so we'll use them both for the summon of a Promethean Princess. What you thought, a Deco Talker? Nah, Promethean's the card. Flame Beurge then places the IP into our spell and trap card zone. Promethean Princess summons the Oak. And now we'll use both of those monsters for another Exceed summon. We're going to make the Solomon Great Sunlight Wolf. Now, we can summon out Birch to be able to add Ash back into our hand. And then we can use Link Krebo to tribute off the Populace to summon itself. From there, we'll Exceed summon with the Link Krebo and the Solomon Great Sunlight Wolf. That's going to make a Deco Talker Heat Soul, allowing us to draw a card. Wanted will allow us to draw another card. And our end board is 1 card face down, 3 cards in hand. Flame Beurge to bring out IP. Black Witch actually does have an effect. We'll draw another card with Heat Soul and Birch effect. is during the opponent's turn, we can send 2 face-up cards, including this card, summon a Snake Eye monster from our deck. So he has so much interruption and recursion here. How will we be able to come back into this game? Well, it's going to be pretty simple for us. This deck is kind of incredible, even under Maxi. They'll then use Flame Beurge to summon out the IP. We'll use Infinite Impermanence to stop the Flame Beurge. Heat Soul and Birch will activate here. They'll dodge the Infinite Impermanence by using Birch to send the Flame Beurge. They'll summon out Snake Eye Ash. And Flame Beurge summons out the IP. And now Ash, as well as Flame Beurge, both activate their effects to summon more monsters to the field. They'll summon out Poplar and Oak, and they still have more effects coming on. Poplar and Oak will both activate. That's going to get our opponent 6 cards. They're going to get the Birch back into their hand. Then they're going to add an original Sinful Spoils. So now the board is even scarier with IP on the field, 4 other monsters, Deco Talker, and 6 cards in hand with a card face down. Holy crap. All right, we summon out Cyber Dragon Core. Our opponent immediately uses IP Masquerena. They're not playing here. They link off all of their monsters, or 3 of their monsters, to put Appaloosa outside of the extra monster zone. Kind of smart. We'll add Cyber Repair Plant to our hand, and then they'll use Poplar to be able to get the Flame Beurge back. We'll then activate the Machine Duplication to potentially bait out the Filth Spell, summoning 2 more Cyber Dragons, and they do use the Filth Spell to summon out Flame Beurge. Holy crap. Now, Clockwork Knight turns everything in Machine, and I think you've seen this song and dance before. We'll send all of our opponent's monsters alongside of the core to summon out a 6,400 attack Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Now, Black Witch does come back to the side of the field and sets them a Silvera. We'll use Cyber Repair Plant, which gets ashed. I don't think they understand how far behind they're in the game right now, but allow us to remind them. That literally does not matter. Therion King Regulus can attach Cyber Dragon Core, which gets called by the grave. Smart by them. Kind of smart, because Regulus still summons itself to the side of the field. Crazy. Next, we'll summon out another Fortress Dragon, which will use Nib. We have the Therion King Regulus to stop the Nib, and that is game. With a 6,400 attack Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon and another one on the field, this shows you that Zane might be insane. Let me know what you guys think, and let's go ahead and check out the deck profile. So our deck profile consists of 2 Hertz, 1 Noxter, 3 Core, 3 Ash, 3 Cyber Dragon, 2 Galaxy Soldier, 1 Pink, 2 copies of Therion King Regulus, 1 of the Fire Gizmecs, 1 of the Light Kaijus, a Duster, Foolish Burial, 3 Machine Duplications, 1 Overload Fusion, 3 Cyber Emergency, 1 Repair Plant, 1 Rev System, 2 of the Clockwork Knights, a Call by the Grave, 1 Cyber Load Fusion, 2 Duality, 3 Imperms, and a Cyber Load Overfusion. Our extra deck is 2 Chimera Techs, Rampage Dragons, 2 of the Cyber Twin Dragons, 2 of the Chimera Tech Mega Fleets, or I'm sorry, Chimera Tech Fortress, 1 Mega Fleet, 1 Cyber Dragon. I don't remember what this one is. I probably read its name once, but that light monster that probably you'll never play. 1 Pleiades, 1 Nova, 1 Infinity, 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 Almirage, 1 Seeger, and 1 Line of the Light Charmer. It's pretty much all that I have for this video. Of course, if you have an amazing replay to send in, you already know what to do. Make sure to follow the rules in the description or catch us on stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope you have an amazing day. I'll catch you on the next one.